Travis Wayne Goodsell. So, apparently, in the Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, if you start living a life that others disapprove of, they think that it's okay to steal from you and take everything from you, and because they disapprove, then that's okay. So, growing up in a Mormon household, my parents disapproved of my Christmas checklist. And so they would give me socks and underwear for Christmas, because anything on my list was not approved. Literally, my mom, one year, told us to make a list of the things we wanted for Christmas. Gave us the Sears catalog with the toy section. I think they even had a separate toy catalog back then. And we were supposed to go through and put 1, 2, or 3 items that we wanted. And that was after mine was rejected. So yeah, I published a book about my Christmas list. And didn't get nothing for Christmas because I'd been bad. And so I grow up and living a life expecting to be rejected for everything that I want, as constantly being rejected for everything that I want. But my mom had set the trap of, if she sees us, she'll put us to work. So that chased me into my bedroom to crank up the radio and write stuff, and create stuff at my desk. And by such isolationist behavior during the 80s homophobic era, psychologists were trying to deceive people by thinking that such behavior meant that people were homosexuals. And so, yeah, my parents then, not realizing that they were the ones who pushed me into my bedroom, believed that I too was homosexual. And they never cared to learn the truth. But those are the kind of traps that abusive people set, is that you can't do anything right in front of them. That when you try to avoid them and live your own life in peace, they find some excuse to condemn that as well. They do not want you to live your life. It's unacceptable. They disapprove of it. And so I go up to Rick's and I take everything with me. I'm not leaving it behind. But I eventually got to come back and go on a mission, as Tricia Wingate dumped me off at her bishop's, holding mission interviews.
Quentin Marino, please come to the Reno. Clinton, Reno. Please come to the lobby. Thank you.
Interesting. But I come home from my mission as on my mission. My parents paid for it. I'm from a rich family, but my parents didn't think so because they chose to have a family rather than just be, a couple with maybe one token kid. And so, yeah, it's expensive to have a family. And so because I was able to get a lot of the stuff that I did need for sports in school and such, even though I didn't get anything but socks and underwear for Christmas, they were still filthy rich because I was able to get clothes that fit me, as I had a pretty massive growth spurt. Shoes that my mom made sure to be a size larger so that I can keep growing into them and having the shoes last longer. But they didn't set it up so that the mission took out my rent. I guess they assumed that I would know that I was supposed to be the one to pay the rent without any kind of checkbook. It didn't make any sense why they would get upset with me for not paying the rent. And it didn't make sense to me why the mission home was calling me saying, "Hey, you haven't paid rent for the last 3 months." I thought that was taken care of automatically. Nope. Okay, well, I guess you gotta take it out of the future checks along with the payments each month. Okay, we'll do that. And nope, he didn't do that. He called my parents. So yeah, my parents were pissed. Why do we have to pay more money? He's wasting the money, fooling around on his mission. Supposed to be serving Lucifer Christ. And so yeah, I get blamed. And then you have the mission president, Creole Coford, start a bike fund for missionaries as my money gets further deducted. So yeah, I lost 50 pounds on my mission. I came home literally beaten. And they didn't care. They already disapproved of me. I was frivolously throwing away my mission and riotous living. And they didn't care that I suffered. They just thought it was a just punishment. But yeah, I came home. My property's missing. I still have clothes, but I don't have my laundry basket or my ties, because pink paisley is not approved in my mom's mind, so it was thrown away. And isn't that great? And so I go on, get married, and go into the University of Lethbridge. She lets me take whatever I want. That was our arrangement. She didn't care about what I did or went into and studied until after I went and did just that. And then she disapproved. And upon abandoning the marriage and fleeing the country and abducting the kids and stealing my property, she said her kids will not learn Hebrew because she disapproved, and therefore she took all my research that I am the decipherer of. Can you imagine that? If I were the inventor of the wheel, it would be like my wife steals the wheel. If I invent fire, my wife stole the fire. Because she disapproved that I invented fire or the wheel. And that's the closest comparison I can get for you, that you might be able to understand. You know, like the death threats, the assassination attempts on me. Think of it in terms of a kid with peanut allergies. And a big bad mean stranger, instead of offering candy to the kid, says, "Hey kid, want a peanut?" Does that help you understand how evil the church is? Because they disapprove of my life? But yeah, I went to the church after I restored my decipherment, and they tried to excommunicate me. I was interrogated. "Who have you told?" "What do you mean, who have I told? What are you talking about? Joseph Smith is true. He's a translator. What is wrong with you people? This is the Joseph Smith church, right? You just had Elder Christofferson become Hindu and turn Joseph Smith into a Hindu deity as a bronze statue. And you're upset that Joseph Smith is a translator?" But you notice, if you've seen the video clip, the church lied to them. They say Joseph Smith is the founder of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. No, he wasn't. No. That's a blatant, outright lie. Joseph Smith got turned into a deity of a founding church that he had nothing to do with. It was Brigham Young's. Because what's the community of Christ going to say? What? No, he's our founder. Joseph Smith, the founder of the community of Christ. And what about the others? The Whitmerites, the Rigdonites. What about them? It's just unbelievable that the church just continually lies to the world to makes Joseph Smith out to be somebody he's not and never was. It's bad enough trying to convince you guys that he was turned Christian. He was Jewish. But yeah, if the church disapproves of Joseph Smith as Jewish, and so they turned him Christian because he's dead. He can't defend himself. They had him murdered because they disapproved of his lifestyle. Do you now see the danger of authoritarianism? And so it still keeps going. You know, my parents threw me down the river for the 6 years of incarceration just for being the translator, deciphering Paleo Hebrew. Dad had kicked me to the curb at one point in time. Had to leave all my property behind. I can't carry it all on my back. They know this. That's why people kick people out and evict them. It's the same thing with this place. You know, but being locked up for the 6 years of my life, I lost everything because they disapproved of me learning Hebrew, the language of the Jews. And so I had to be stripped of everything that I had accumulated in my life. They disapproved, and so I can't have it. It was my property, and I can't have it because they disapprove. And so I do eventually get out, because of 3 key retirements and the replacements not being properly educated on not allowing me to escape. And I'm given $20,000 in back payments for the damages, and again try to rebuild my life. But again, because I resumed my Paleo-Hebrew work, expanded into Egyptian, and Amazon provided a way for me to publish, YouTube allowed me to post videos for you guys for free, and all of a sudden the church is like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you learned your lesson. We disapprove and stripped you of everything, and here you are, just building it all back up, doing it all again. You thought you learned your lesson. What? And so yeah, to make a long story short, they disapproved. It was expected that when I got evicted, that I would take a backpack of clothes and hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, hit the road, Jack. And no, I instead knew the value and importance of keeping the 200-pound Egyptian gold plates that everybody disapproved of, and expected that I would take the clothes and leave everything else behind so that they can then throw it away and replace me with the new person that's now in there. But nope. And so being here at this shelter, I'm able to somewhat restore myself. I was destroyed and sabotaged from ever having a place to live again, because they disapprove of me living on my own. They don't like my lifestyle, learning all that Hebrew, and so yeah, the videos that have shown that they don't approve of what I'm doing on YouTube and in my personal life, having maintained the 200-pound Egyptian gold plates, and have been trying to assassinate me, trying to evict me from this place, the shelter, because they disapprove. And see, it's horrifying. But so apparently my filing yesterday did something. The feds didn't. I mean, I got them nailed to the wall, balls to the wall, man. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. And yet the feds have done nothing. I now have to go through this long weekend wondering, okay, is this going to be it? But yesterday when I got back, the assassin that was used by this place was being called to the front office. So I don't know what happened to him. I never showed back up again. He's still gone as of right now during this video. But apparently he's going to be used to take the fall for the shelter. And I've done the videos warning you guys all this time that when the church orders my assassination and the person fails, they get punished. And those above, they get away with it. Time and time again. And they just get a new person to again attack And in this cyclical process, people at the top who give the orders never get busted. It's always the person who fails. And the ones who succeed, they get rewarded. Promotions, raises, and they're able to buy new stuff, new bling, new cars. Transferred to a elevated position in the priesthood. Yeah. So you know that those who are leaders in the church are actually the more wicked. And that's just the way it is. But yeah, for them to even do this much says something. Because otherwise, they would have just let it go and waited for the feds to not do anything. Still. So, we'll see if he comes back. I mean, what was the point? You know, oh, you attempted to assassinate one of the other people, but hey, you can come back. We can show the feds that we made sure to, you know, to inflict punishment. Lock them up. Lock all of you up. You guys disapprove of my life and you tried to assassinate me. That's all it is. They will not leave me alone. I mean, Russia, they approve of my life, but they won't leave me alone. They keep stealing, hacking my computer, spying on me, withholding the latest Steven Seagal movie, extorting me for extra money for months of delivery time. So, yay. It's not a wonderful life as a Mormon. Because if you really are faithful, and apparently the Mormons don't understand what faithful means. They think that conforming and complying is faithful. Yeah, that's exactly what the church means by it, but actually studying your scriptures, as they tell you to study your scriptures. Okay, I'm going to learn Greek then. No, don't learn Greek. Well, I'm going to learn biblical Hebrew. No, don't learn biblical Hebrew. Well, what about Egyptian? No, nobody, no, nope, don't do it. We disapprove. Just stick to the manuals we give you. Yeah.